but I'm sure you guys won't let me down and you'll be able to do it. Right, so on with the show, and let's bring out our first fighter into the blue corner, Dean Blunt.
Well, here we are in the business end of the show. After that short interval, I hope you've all joined us back online as well if you're live on MA Action. Dean Blunt from Kangarang fighting out the blue corner, and Samir BOUAMRANE, and this is going to be a cracking fight. B-class middleweight, matched at 72.5 kilograms. I am Danny Kendrick. I'm joined in the commentary box by Alex Foreman. Alex, been a fantastic show so far, but we are at the business end now, aren't we?
We are at the business end. I'm really looking forward to this second half of the fight card. Both these boys looking fantastic shape. You've got the Nosey Academy going up against Kangarang. This should be a great fight. Both boys starting in southpaw, quite jumpy, quite more of a K1 style, and the guy in the white shorts really switching it up, southpaw to order. He's just been caught
low
heavy.
Shot. Yeah, low shot. Low shot. He's going to get counted for that. He's saying that's into the body.
I didn't think that was low. He's being counted.
No.
It's a bad start to the round for the man in white.
Was that his leg or was that his body? It's bemused me why he's gone down, Alex. I'm going to be honest.
We'll have to watch that back in the replay.
Yep. Well, hands pinned tightly to his head, but exposing his body there, isn't he?
He is, massively. Really high guard.
Massive, massive confidence booster for Dean Blunt from the Kangarang gym. Straight away here.
He's really, really tall, Dean Blunt, isn't he?
Yep, he is,
for this weight. He's a big middleweight. He's got to be pushing 6'1".
So he's very, very stocky though, isn't he, Samir? I think he's a massive right hook. Yep, puts his hands together fast. A good hand speed, hasn't he?
Yeah, he hit him with a left hook, right hook over the top.
That's where he wants to be. He needs to get belly to belly and let those hands go. You can see what sort of fighter he is already, Samir.
Really good start by Dean Blunt, but Samir's taking no prisoners here, keeps coming forward. He knows he can hurt him with the boxing, so he's got to get close.
Yeah, but a taller opponent here in Blunt. He's got to keep him at bay. I'd like to see him do more push kicks, wouldn't you, Alex? I think that'd be a better way of him keeping his fighter at bay, but well, massive, massive round.
The 10-8 round, he got the count. I think the judges could potentially score that a 10-9 based on how Samir performed after the count and where did he really score it.
Do you score punches in Muay Thai like that, Alex?
Yeah, of course you do. If they're having an effect, they're going to score them.
Yep.
So as we start the second round here now, we were watching on the replay there, we were trying to figure out whether it was a low blow or not. Either way, it's a standing 8 in the first.
Still bemused after the replay, but BOUAMRANE is still going to come forward and very lively on his feet, like you said earlier, Alex. It's a very strong on that standing leg as well.
If you watch Samir does this little flick with his left leg, I don't know quite what it is, whether it's a fake or he's trying to put him off. But
pinning Dean Blunt back in the corner now, though, and letting his bombs go with the hands.
Yeah, that's what he's got to do. He's got to stay in there. He needs to make himself heavier. His legs are really straight. He needs to push on.
Good ring work. He doesn't just go back in a straight line, though, does he, BOUAMRANE? He just moves around nicely, goes left, goes right, but
yeah, he cuts the ring off real nice.
Yep. Blunt started to tire now. He's definitely slowed up in this fight, hasn't he?
I like the way Samir can throw
big
both
left
hands
hand
from
the
southpaw and
yep.
orthodox.
He's confident with those hands. He knows what damage he can do with them.
And he's throwing them from both stances.
Do you think he's going to catch Dean with those?
I don't think Dean was expecting.
Good push kick to the inside of the 5, the southpaw.
That was a really good right body kick. Actually
yeah.
landed real nice. Just here in front of the commentary box. Another good hand flurry there from Samir.
It's all hooks, isn't it? He's coming in, left hook, right hook, straight away.
He's doing everything he can to pull this fight back. I think while Samir's trying to throw those big overhands and really getting close and use his boxing, I don't think Dean Blunt's utilising his range enough. He should be throwing like long knees from that long left leg he's got.
Doesn't look comfortable when he's kicking, especially when he kicks low, Blunt. He's
Now, as we reach the end of that round,
it's a strange round, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I'm all credit to Samir BOUAMRANE. I think he actually edged that round back in, and I think going
so,
in,
yep.
I think if the fight stays as it is going into the last 2, it's anyone's fight.
Could well be there, Alex. Massive, massive bombs thrown from BOUAMRANE. Heavy, heavy-handed fighter. And Dean Blunt, he's hanging on to that 8 count really for me. Really, really is. The Kangarang corner over there will be telling him exactly what they need from him in this last round. In the next round, rather. But he's got to liven up his game because I think he's going to get caught by BOUAMRANE here. I really do. If those hands keep coming, I don't think he can avoid it for that long with that guard.
Really good right counter kick there off the back foot underneath the left elbow of Dean Blunt. And as Dean tries to close the gap, big hands for Samir.
Yeah, kick for kick here. Blunt squeezes him very tight in the clinch, but as a taller fighter, you'd want your elbows on the inside,
dig your elbows in.
Yeah.
Make it awkward for him.
He's letting him have his game. When he gets close like that, a heavy-handed fighter like Samir wants to get underneath and hold on to you and spoil that clinch, and he's letting him do that.
He's just took a massive left hook there over the top from. I can see Dean Blunt getting knocked spark out if he doesn't keep his hands up.
I've just said that in the break, Alex. Yeah, when you. I can see that myself, but you know what? I think he's more durable than we're giving him credit for here. He wears a punch very, very well.
Yeah, well, he's wore a few, but there's only so many you can take, Danny. You know that yourself.
Of course. Yeah, BOUAMRANE is.
That's better. He's got to use those knees. He's got a really, really tall, long stature. If he used the left leg to drive a long knee up the middle, that would really discourage Samir from coming in with those hands.
You saw the two girls fight earlier, Alex. I'm going to draw you back to that fight earlier in this fight where you had a much taller opponent against a shorter opponent. How they covered that range, she didn't manage it. Samir BOUAMRANE is doing something different. What's he doing?
He's in and out. I don't think Dean Blunt actually knows when to throw and when. Look, see that fake? Did you see that fake that drew Dean in?
Just when you're saying that, Alex, that's exactly when it's on display. And he is, you're right, he's jumping in, jumping out and keeping him guessing when he's coming.
You've got to do that. It's just very rarely.
Frustrating round there for BOUAMRANE. That was a frustrating round.
Massively frustrating. Very rarely, you know, is he being caught in, and he's doing really, really well at going in and out.
So next bout, get Maisie to come to you guys between rounds.
Round 4.
I think this is anyone's fight going into the last 2 rounds, Danny.
I think so too, Alex. It's been a testament to BOUAMRANE, but I think he can score cleaner shots for me as well, though the hooks have landed, but I'd like to see cleaner kicks and knees if he wants to really establish himself on this fight after a standing 8 count. Blunt does pick him off with the occasional shot. It's not been the most tidy of fights, to be honest with you, with clean scoring shots like we have seen in previous fights on the show. Heart and determination of a lion, though, Samir BOUAMRANE. He's not taken a step backwards since this fight started.
No, not at all. He's done really, really well. He's got really good hands, and I think once he spent a bit more time with Christian down at the Nolte Academy and he adapted a bit more of a Thai style. At the moment, it's very much like an MMA, K1 style. Lovely Thai technique there. Caught the kick, swept the standing leg.
He's doing enough for me, Dean Blunt. He really is. Just needs to tighten that guard up a little bit. He doesn't look comfortable when he's...
I think these hands should... He could win him the fight, but he's got to. That's what he's got to avoid.
The referee, Jesse Saunders, every time he breaks him like that, he's got BOUAMRANE almost pulling him out the way to get back at the game, isn't he? Big spinning back fist, but I tell you what, he's going to take time because his elbow was dangerously close then.
Yeah, there's no spinning back fist in a B-class fight. This is over 5 2-minute rounds. Knees can go to the head.
Yep.
But no elbows or spinning back fists until you become an A-class fighter.
It's too dangerous once the elbow catches.
The kick being caught, sweeping the standing leg. This could be enough really to get a good round 4 score.
You know what? This will be a game of survival and tactics from Dean Blunt, and will be intelligence that wins in this fight. Well, everything going into this 5th and final round here at the Raw Combat League. Christian Knowles just talking to his fighter here in the red corner, just giving him those last instructions to go out here. If you're watching here live on the web on MAaction, you've got the best to come. We've got Alex Bublair and Jonathan Hegarty performing later. Titles are on the line.
Let's not forget Liam Nolan versus Leighton Collymore. We have got a serious lineup coming
to
for you very soon.
5th and final round here.
Stay in touch.
Hands dangerously low though from Blunt, but he's got away with it so far. And earlier on in the fight, I feared for him.
Do you know what I was just going to say? In the 4th round there was a point where, see, this has happened 2 or 3 times around. Could be enough to get a tie score off the judges. But you know, one thing Samir was working on earlier was the body shots in the 4th round. He hit him with 2 or 3 body shots.
He abandoned them.
He needs to stay on the body.
Yeah, you're right. As he approaches for those clinches, he puts his hands wide and wraps him round. You'd think he'd try and sink those knuckles into that to try and establish his hands over the top. But at the moment, it's a hard one to call. Good body kick there from BOUAMRANE as well.
There you go, back to the body, and he's tying him up.
Again, it's going to be intelligence if Blunt wins this, if anything.
I think the hands have had a massive effect. I'd be inclined to look at the scoring.
You never know what is on the judges' scorecards. You really don't. Everyone sees a different fight, don't they?
That? He's been taken down, but he's not really hurt.
No, you're right.
You know what I mean?
But it does. But going down too easy as well, Alex. When you know he's not hurting you, is.
You see that left up to the body really hurt him.
Yep. Yeah, he's grimacing after that. Dean Blunt's tired. Look, he's very tired. He steps through the rope there and keeps his hand up. He just push kicks the leg to get rid of him, but he's firing blind now, BOUAMRANE, isn't he? He's not looking when he throws that punch.
No, I think he probably feels like he needs the stoppage with the takedowns. That's a massive overhand.
Going the right way about it there. Hands on fire here from BOUAMRANE, and a good slip off the ropes from Blunt gets him out of trouble. Well, it goes down to a judges' scorecards. Be interesting to see how they've scored that fight. Massive, explosive hands from BOUAMRANE.
And the big hands of BOUAMRANE.
Yep, fantastic.
Outscore the knees.
I think the standing 8 count might be too much, but all will be revealed right now.
We have fighters to center ring, please. All right, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for these two, bring it all alive for you here tonight. And after 5 rounds of good boys-on action, we have a winner by majority decision, fighting out of the blue